She argued that I was supposed to treat Sammy's daughters like my own. She demanded that I remove the lock, but I refused. Why is your wife not protecting her daughter? Welcome back to Based on a True Story. I'm Rafael Omar, and today we got another story for you. Of course we got another story for you. You know, I keeps the stories coming. Today's story is about whether or not a father made the right choice by putting a lock on his daughter's door. He had some in-laws come and stay with him. They got a bit too personal. He put the lock on the door, but putting that lock on the door caused some issues with his wife. You be the judge. You tell me, did he make the right choice or did he go too far? Let's jump into it. My brother-in-law, Sammy, lost his home shortly after his divorce 10 months ago. He moved in with us, bringing his twin daughters, Olivia and Sloan, 18, along with him. His sister, my wife, and I have one daughter, Zoe, who's 16. Zoe and her cousins aren't particularly close, but they get along well enough. Olivia and Sloan have no respect for Zoe's privacy. None. They used to walk into her room and take anything they could get their hands on. Makeup, phone accessories, clothes, her school laptop, etc. Zoe complained about this repeatedly, and I've already asked the girls to respect her privacy and stop taking her belongings. However, my wife and Sammy saw no issue with their behavior. Their reasoning? They're just girls, and this is typical teenage girl behavior. But I completely disagree. The last straw came when Zoe bought a $60 MAC makeup kit that looks like a paint set. She had saved up for over a month to buy it. One of the girls, Sloan, took it without permission and ruined it by mixing the shades together while using it. I don't know much about makeup, but that's what Zoe explained when she found the kit on her bed. She was devastated. I told my wife about it, and she said she'd ask Sloan to apologize, but that wasn't enough for me. When I found out Zoe had started moving her valuable belongings out of the house because of this incident, I bought her a lock for her bedroom door. Sammy and his daughters saw the lock and were furious. The girls were extremely upset, and Sammy asked me about it. I told him straight up why I got it. He said, "My daughters aren't thieves. It's normal for girls of the same age to borrow each other's stuff." He added that Zoe could easily get another makeup kit for $15 at Walmart and argued she shouldn't even be buying expensive adult makeup in the first place. He suggested my wife address this defect in Zoe's personality, accusing her of trying to appear older than she is. He also accused me of being overprotective and enabling Zoe. I told him this was between me and my wife, but my wife shamed me for putting a lock on Zoe's door, saying it would embarrass her cousins and prevent them from spending time with Zoe. She argued that I was supposed to treat Sammy's daughters like my own. She demanded that I remove the lock, but I refused. I told her that the lock would stay until her brother and his daughters moved out of our house. She got mad, claiming I was implying we should kick them out. She also said her family would hate me for this. I reminded her that I had let Sammy and his daughters move in when her own family refused to do so. I suggested she start by blaming her own family for not taking in their own son and granddaughters, which is the only reason we're dealing with this much disturbance in our home. Now everyone is giving Zoe and me the silent treatment, and my wife is very upset about the situation. Am I the a-hole? Are you the a-hole? I think the obvious answer is no, you're not the a-hole. I'm pretty sure everybody listening to this would agree. You're not the a-hole, but you might be the coward. I'ma just get straight to it. You might be the pushover. You got somebody coming into your home, stealing your daughter's stuff, who you just admitted their side of the family doesn't even want anything to do with. They didn't even take him in, but you took him in. Obviously, something's going on there that you're clearly aware of. And yet, even in the face of overwhelming evidence that your brother-in-law is an a-hole himself, you're still doubting yourself. Let me tell you what you need to do, and it's clear to me. It's very obvious. Maybe y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You need to put your foot down, and you need to say it loud. You need to say, I'm putting my foot down, and then put your foot down like that. That's what you need to do. It's what I would do. I'd give him a time limit as to when they need to move out of the house. I think that that's the real issue here. They're too comfortable living in your home, and they've forgotten the fact that they don't have a home. Give that man a time limit for when he needs to be out of your house. And I guarantee, I can't guarantee. I was going to say, I guarantee a lot of problems will stop. No, that's probably going to make some more problems arise. But listen, that's just part of what happens. When you put your foot down, that's part of what happens. People don't like it, but it's your house. It's your house. So put your foot down, give him a time limit for when he needs to be out, and let that be that. Now, your wife is another story, because you can't kick her out. Well, you could kick her out, but your wife is the next issue. Why is your wife not protecting her daughter? If her daughter is coming to you guys saying that I'm uncomfortable with them stealing my things and ruining my things, why is your wife more focused on how she's being perceived by the other family rather than protecting your daughter? This is just what I'm thinking. I'm not there with you. I can just go by what you wrote. That's all I can go by. Based off what you wrote, your wife's an a-hole herself too, is what I'm trying to say. I would say that after you kick the brother out, kick him and his daughters to the curb, kick them on the street, send them to the gutter, then you need to turn your attention to the wife and figure out what's going on there. But I don't think you're going to do any of this. So good luck, because they probably still living at your house now. When did you post this? You posted this years ago. I guarantee you they still at your house now. Let's get to the comments. Ribless11 says, you're not the a-hole. Don't back down. You are the only one sticking up for Zoe. If her cousins want to use expensive makeup, give them your wife's. That's a good idea. I guarantee she won't appreciate sharing anymore. They need to start behaving like appreciative guests. Yes, they need to start behaving like appreciative guests, but they won't, because there seem to be no consequences other than a lock on the door. Those appreciative guests need to know that they are guests, which is why you need to give them a time limit. That just seems obvious to me, but maybe I'm thinking something different. I don't know. Bitter Dicta says, you're not the a-hole. Your wife harbors someone who tells you that Zoe has a defect in her personality for buying an expensive makeup kit. That's the kind of thing that has people thinking about divorce. And listen, if that has to happen, it has to happen. But let's be honest, you're not going to do it. Amy Henderson says, your daughter doesn't feel like she has any privacy or respect in her own home, and you gave her a lock to give her back her privacy. You tried talking to your wife, your brother-in-law, and your nieces, and that got you nowhere. If your daughter has to accept 3 additional adults living in her home, they need to accept her very reasonable boundaries of not taking and ruining her things. Good for you for showing your daughter you respect and support her. I'm wondering, are you charging these people rent? Are they contributing to the bills? Are they contributing to food? Something tells me that that's not the case. For someone to behave in the way that they're behaving, it makes me think that they're essentially freeloading. Something tells me you're not charging them rent. Start charging them rent and charge them whatever the market price is for the area you're in. Also, write a lease. Get some stuff in paper. I know you're not even going to do none of this. Get some stuff in writing. Go talk to a lawyer, write up a lease, put the amount that you're going to charge them on the lease, write the end date of when they have to be out of the house. See, and I'm just coming off the top with this, and I know you're not doing it. So let me not put as much effort into it, because you ain't going to. The way you got me worked up about this, feel like they living with me right now. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.